Hi, Internet viewers. Frank Rauscher one more time. On the chickadee, we had, on the last video, we painted the cap and the I want to say the mask. It isn't the mask. It's the chin area. And we put Payne's Gray in here and on the back side of the tail. So we did all of this and this. Now this time we're going to continue on with the painting, so bear with me and I will give you some more, and we're getting closer to getting this project finished, so bear with me. Okay, I saved some paint from the last time. Like I was telling you, if you use some saran wrap over your paints when you're mixing, and like at the end of the day, you want to save it for the next day, get one of your, just drop a couple drops of water in each cup that you were using, and you can preserve it, and then put the saran wrap over the top, and that'll preserve it for several days, and you could reuse them again. In the meantime here, I'm just going to get some white again, and this is titanium white, and I'm going to leave this on what I consider the heavy side. I'm going to come in here. In fact, I put too much water in there, so I'm just going to get the tissue and take some of that out. I'm trying to keep this more on the heavy side than I am anything else. So I'll get my brush, rinse it out here, and then I'm going to come into the white. I'm going to mix this really good. And I'm leaving this on what I consider the creamy side, okay? And if need be, and if it's too watered down, I will add a little more paint. I wanted this to really cover. I'm going to use my thinner brush on this, and I'm going to come into what I call the cheek area. And it's this area right here. Woo! I'm really charged up. I'm going to take the excess off because you don't want this running. Boy, you do not want this running. So I'm going to come in here and highlight this. Around the eye, but I don't want to go into that. I want to keep that membrane black. I hope you can see this. And it's coming on stronger. And see the ghosting of the feathering the way I had done the burning before. I don't care if I lose some of that. I may have some of it there, but I'm not concerned as much. I'm coming in here now, and I want to get the areas white. Okay. Now, one of the things I want to capture, and I saved some of the black in another tray here that's on the heavy side still, and I want to get the white. I'm going to come in here and just twist my brush so I could have just a little bit of white on there. Oop, got some dirt on there too. Let me try that again. Just happen to see that. Twist it so it's not runny. I'm going to come in and make like hair brushes, like it's split, like splits in here. I want to get look of splits coming in to the black. Just to break it up. And like so. So you're trying to make like a feathered edge and splits where the white feathers are laying into the black ones, okay? But you're only doing this in the cheek area, so don't go all the way down to here where it's on the mantle. That I'm not concerned with. We're gonna play another game on that one, but what I'm doing is coming right on up here, and we're gonna thin this out at the back end here, but I want this all white. See how bright that's coming? And it's sort of filling in that ghost feathering that I did underneath there. So here we go. So that takes care of that side. Now on the back edge, you can see that there's a little more of a lighter area before you get to the mantle. So I'm going to go into that white and just sort of get a blend in there. I'm going to pick up a little white, but I want this watered down. If it comes on strong, I want to try to blend this into that gray look. Not quite, but almost all the way down to here. Like right in here. And feather that edge just a hair. So it's not looking like I just whoop did a sweep. So that's that side. Now we're going to go to the other side. So I'm going to get it again. I don't want that. If you notice, I took most of the paint off the brush. I do not have it loaded. And this way I can control the flow. And that's what I want. I don't want any splits up here as much as I do behind the eye and coming back. So I'm going to come in here. And it makes the white a lot brighter. We're going to come back and tone it down afterwards a little bit too, but that's another story. Now I'm going to come in here, and where I meet the black, I'm trying to put splits in there. I don't know if you can see that very well or not. I'm going to try to do that. So it looks like the white is coming into the black. Okay, like so. Then I'll charge my brush up again, take the excess off, and then drag this back, but not all the way to the end of, so I'm going to stop short right there, and you can see there's some white up there, but it's not white. So I'm going to come in and pick up just a hair of white with a wet brush and sort of wet blend this into what would be like a gray. It's not going to be as white as this. So you have it white up here, and this goes back into a slightly off-white coming around the bend here. Okay, Let me just clean this up a little bit. There you go. All right, now I'm going to clean my brush real good because I want to get all the white out. And I got some heavy black in here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to roll this. I'm going to try to get some heavy black. I don't know if you can see this, and it's in the range of it. I've got this not charged up, okay, but I do have the heavy black. I got to touch up this up here too. I see that. I'm going to feather the edge in here with some splits along the way and try to break up that edge a little bit, which I did before, but I'm trying to do it again so it stands out. And it's hard to see. I may have gotten some white up in here, so let me go and touch that up. I think I got some white in here by accident, so I'll touch that up. And we're in pretty good shape there. So we've got this white going back into a gray, almost a white though, basically. You got, we painted this black, and you want to make sure that that's black. If it isn't, you want to give it another coat, okay? And again, on the edges here, what I'm going to ask you to do is put some splits along the way, just little ones. Don't get crazy with it. Okay. And that should take care of that. Now, I'm going to rinse my brush, because that's what you should do if you want to preserve your brushes. And then I'll lay that down. I'm going to go in and I'm going to get burnt umber. And I'm going to get just a little bit. You can see it's like half of a what's it name? A BB, if you want to say that. I'm going to fill this up about halfway with water, just halfway, okay? I'm going to get the brush, make sure all the other paint's out of there, then come in, and this is a brownish mix, okay? I want to really make this thing watered down. I want to make sure all the paint is blended into the water. So when you get done, I'm going to hit this paper towel, and you could sort of see what color I'm going for. Doesn't look like much, does it? So I just dabbed that off, but it's about what I want to keep here. I'm going to come into the mantle, only the mantle, right in this area here, and I'm going to give it one coat, okay? Let me dab it again just so I got it charged, and I take some of it out because I don't want this to run. I'm going to come in here, just the mantle now. And I'll do it again. And it's going to put just a little bit of brown, and I mean so little. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to just, and I'm not overworking the area, okay? I am not overworking the area. I'm coming in, going in one direction, and I'm getting brownish. It gets a little browner in there, okay? Now, I'm going to come on the underneath side of the tail, and I'm going to do a little bit of a brown mix in here too. Just one coat of the brown mix. Okay, just on the underneath side, not the top side. I'm going to rinse my brush, and I'm going to dry this. And I don't want to put my finger on the mantle or the tail. So I'm going to come in and dry this. Let me put it in the lower setting. Then I'm going to switch over to the underneath side of the tail to dry it off. And then what I'm going to do is come back and I'm going to give it a second coat in the mantle. Okay, so I'm coming around here, and you can see that there is, and you're not painting the porch. This is what they call a wash, so it's very subtle. But you can see a distinction between what's happening here and there. This is getting to be like a grayish brown, okay? So that's all I want you to do there, okay? And what we're going to do, we're going to call it on this portion of the video, get that done. And then on the next one, we're going to be highlighting the white in the wings and tail here. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's a finished one that I've done before. And what's the name? A brush here. I highlighted the edges all throughout here and in the tail, okay? And the same way here and back here. I'm going to highlight all those edges in white. So that's what we're going to try to achieve on the next video. And then we're also going to do some coloring in the breast area too. So for now, that's what I want to accomplish. The last one, the video went kind of long because of the painting chores of the washes and everything else. So I'm going to give them to you in smaller increments of length for the video so that you can digest what I've given you. So we did the cheek area with white, and we're using this on the heavier side, and on the back end we sort of lighten it up, okay? If you didn't get it really dark on the head, I'd ask you to mix a little more of the black. I used ivory black, but there's Mars black, whatever black you have, that should do it. I'm asking you to go in and hit both the bib, I got it right this time, and the cap, and you can even hit the beak too, okay? And if you can get that, then with the burnt umber, I want you to real water down. This is like a BB size of paint, not even that, and like a half a cup of water here, almost 3/4 cup. That's watered down, so it's just tinting this. You get 2 coats up here on the mantle, and you get 1 coat on the tail. That should do it, and I'll see you on the next video. I hope you got something out of this one as well, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you could subscribe to my channel, or if you know of other people that may be interested, I'd ask you to also give them my channel information, and I'd appreciate that greatly. It really helps me. So see you on the next video, and we'll be continuing the painting. Thank you.